तो भाई स्वागत है सभी आईबी नाइट्स का आपके अपने एसएससी जीएलडी नाइट्स चैनल पर। और आज मैं जो बात करने वाला हूं वो है आईबी एसए टीयर 2 के जो प्रॉब्लम्स हो रही हैं बच्चों को पैसेज के ट्रांसलेशन में या पूरा ही लैंग्वेज के बारे में आज हम बात करने वाले हैं। क्योंकि आज ये डिस्कशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट इसलिए भी है क्योंकि बहुत सारे बच्चों को इसमें दिक्कत महसूस हो रही है। ठीक है, तो आज हम पूरी बातचीत करेंगे ट्रांसलेशन को लेकर। ठीक है, जिससे कि क्या हो कि काफ़ी लोगों की जो भ्रांतियां हैं, ऑल द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑलमोस्ट should have been solved till now but is still not done, so I thought to talk to you all. So अगर हम बात करें कि सर जी ये जो ट्रांसलेशन है, एज वी टॉक अबाउट ट्रांसलेशन, तो मेनी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स आर फेसिंग प्रॉब्लम्स. So what are the problems I'm going to discuss today is the very first problem almost students are facing is not able to complete the passage. Okay, and second problem is they have a doubt like which section, which passage to start first, whether it's English to their local language or their local language to English, which one. Okay, third is about the level of the passage, and many students are facing lack of resources, like many northern states, northeast and even southeast and south also, like many students are not able to get the passages and they are facing a lot of problems. So I'm going to discuss all over the points here today. Okay, apart from this I'll also discuss about one more important issue, and that is about most of the people are worried about interview. Okay, so I'll tell you step by step things so that we should work properly, and before the exam everybody should be ready for it. So let's get started talking about the first problem, and the first problem is not able to complete the passage. So many students are facing problem, like if I take an example, Hindi to English and vice versa, English to Hindi. One more thing is that still some of the students are asking me the question, sir, is it about out of 50, 20 marks we have to score, or is it 40? So I guess that I have already made video on it and it is in the playlist. So kindly watch that and you'll get to know about this. You should not worry even about it, okay, anymore. And so when they translate Hindi to English and English to Hindi, most of the students are facing problem while translating Hindi to English. What is the reason behind and how you can work on it? So when you translate Hindi to English, you can lack in two things. Either your grammar is weak, second, your vocabulary is weak. Otherwise, I don't understand that while translating any language to a different language, two things that help to translate any particular language is its grammar and vocabulary. So if you lack any of these, you will face the problem while translating. Third and very important aspect of it, very important and crucial, I would say, is about complex sentences. Complex. Many of the students are lacking in translating complex sentences. Complex sentences are those which do not look simple but are mixed with different means multiple thoughts. Okay, so that creates the problem. So what I'm going to tell you is how to solve this problem: complex sentences, grammar, and vocabulary both. Okay, so let's talk point wise. The first point: how you will improve your grammar if you are lacking. Second question: sir, is it still possible to clear tier 2? Yes, it is. Until and unless the day comes for the examination, we are preparing, we will prepare, we will keep preparing, and we will keep trying. We can't say that we cannot. We can. So for grammar, second thing, vocabulary, and third thing is complex sentences. Complex sentences. Now, I have spent my 10 years in English while teaching English offline batches. Just thought teaching online students as well, as many of my students requested me to teach. They thought that yes, many of the students are lacking with good teacher on this platform. We have very limited teachers of English and they are literally very good, but still they are not able to focus on each sectors. Like IBSA, most of the teachers are focusing only on SSC, banking, etc. I thought to help you guys. So how can I help you with these all? But one thing that you need to work on is consistency. Most of the students who start preparing, they work for 2 to 5 days, and when they don't get the results early, they just lose the hope and they just think that they are not able to do this. So until and unless your exam date is confirmed, you don't have to lose the hope. Every single day there is a chance to just change your history and to create the history. Okay, how I can help you, how you can help yourself with the grammar is you have to learn tenses, because tenses are those who help us to translate any particular language. Okay, tenses and parts of speech. Parts of speech, because in parts of speech you learn a lot of things. Now, tenses help to translate and parts of speech help to keep those particular vocabulary, keep those particular sentences in a structured format, and that can help you to be very good while translating. Okay, I'm trying to speak English just because I think a lot of students who are not from Hindi belt, who are not able to understand Hindi properly. So for them, I'm trying to speak English. Okay. Otherwise, in offline batches, I speak bilingual. Okay. So I'm just trying. Second thing is vocabulary. Vocabulary is something that you can learn from my videos. I have taught almost 500 vocabularies, I guess. Almost 500 vocabularies I think I have taught. So how it can help you? Just try to translate those English vocabulary in your local language. Take the help of AI. Take the help of your people who are around you, are knowledgeable, are able to understand the vocabulary, the meaning, and then try to note them down in your notes. So you should have been done this before, but still you are lacking. It means you are not properly learning the grammar, you are not properly working on vocabulary. So if you work on grammar as well as on vocabulary, translation is not that tough. It will not stop your tier 2 qualification. You will qualifying. Okay, you will qualify. Complex sentences, the problem is most of the students are facing problem while translating. Is another reason we have is complex sentences. If the sentence is very simple, like if it is written like if it is written something like that: the government is not taking the strict steps towards these problems. Suppose this is the one sentence, then that becomes very easy for everyone. The government is not taking the strict steps towards these problems. So this is normal sentence. When it becomes complex, when there is comma, adding more lines, more thoughts, more things, that becomes complex, and many of the students are not able to think that where to start from and how to end it. How I'm going to help you with this? Let me know, just let me know that if you need this help, I'm here to do it. Listen, for grammar, I have taught tense. Okay, I have taught tense. Actually, I don't know personally Marathi, Bengali, and many more languages. So I don't understand that how it can help you. But yes, learning tense can help you to translate. How you learned English in your own language while translating in your language. Okay, so that can help you. So try to understand. Like when I told you something related to particularly tenses. So how you just translate that into your own language. Like how do you mention present indefinite tense? How do you identify present indefinite in your own language? Okay, so try to understand that. Try to identify according to it. I can help you with vocabulary I have taught. I can help you grammar I have already taught. So you can check these all the things and try to learn them. And how can I help you with the complex sentence? I think that you need 10 complex sentences daily. It will take 10 minutes, I guess, to explain you how to translate this. If you ask me to this for this, so I will definitely. But for this, I need at least 500 yes. That yes, we want it. If 500 yes are there in the comment box, definitely I'm going to work on this for everybody. Because when you ask me to translate the passages, I do that. But most of the students, there are 2,700 plus students on Telegram, but not everybody watches. So that takes a lot of efforts, but mostly students are ignoring that. Later they would say that we were studying from that platform, but we couldn't get success. Just because they are not serious. They are not trying to understand. They are not trying to watch. They are not trying to get the things. Okay. If any channel, they are providing you a little and just baseless information, there are many students who just go watch and show their concern. But where you are getting the content, you are not watching that, you are not spreading it, you are not helping each other, one another doing this. So I think you need to be serious on this. Ask me properly, I'll definitely help you out. Okay. Now, I was talking about level of the passage. Many of the students are concerned about level of the passage. Okay. And which passage to start first, and not able to complete the passage. So how can you complete the passage? And many of the students are concerned, what if we are not able to complete the passage? Listen, there are two passages. First of all, 470 plus 470 plus. It means near about 500, near about 500. They don't count 500 and that's it. 470 plus 480, 490, something like that, can be 500 even. So when you translate from one language to another language, one of my students, she asked that, sir, what if I give 30 minutes? What if I give 30 minutes to one passage? Whether it is fully completed, fully translated or not, should I switch to another one for next 30 minutes? So you don't have to do that. You don't have to. You have to focus on first passage first, translate it fully. Why? First, one passage will be evaluated out of 25. If you complete it properly as it is expected, you can score at least 18 marks minimum if you properly translate it as it is. If you score 18 marks, from next passage, you have to translate it, and if partially it is left, like suppose there are 5 paras in particularly one passage. So if you translate 3 and 2 rest 2 are left, so you are not going to get fail. Don't worry about this. Your this marks, you will get some marks from there. You will get some marks from there. It will be added to this, and 20 marks all including if you score, you qualify this exam. So you need not worry about this anymore, that what if we are not able to complete both the passages. Complete one as you can. Practice every single day to reduce the timing, but do not rush to completing it only without taking the proper meaning of it. Okay, so I think that you should take a little time to read the full passage first. It at least one para, read one full para. You will try to, what you are guys doing is like you are reading the words and you are just writing the words. This doesn't give you the comprehensive knowledge of the paragraph of the passage you have been given. So you need to read the one para full. The last video I uploaded, I read it for you first, and then I told you just read it at least to understand what the passage is talking about, so that when you read one para you get to know what the para is saying. At least write that properly and just go to the next para, read it, then translate it properly. Don't read word to word and translate it. Okay, I think you must have understood now. And watch this video completely, because you ask a lot of questions. Before watching this video, if you ask me the questions, I think I'm not going to answer everybody then, just because it takes a lot of time answering to the students. When the doubts are cleared here, you must watch here. Next, I was talking about which passage to start first. Okay, so the very first thing, when you go on the center, if you reach on the center, so you get the paper. Now it can be like you get the paper, whether it is question number first, passage number first, question number second, passage number second. So they mention in the instructions that you have 1 hour to translate both the passages, and there is nothing mentioned in the notification even that which to start first. So you are free to start. Okay, that's your all decision. So the passage you can translate fast, the language that you are good at, you can translate faster. Just translate that first and then switch to the second. Before completing, don't switch. Okay, now level of the passage. Many of the students are saying, sir, this the passage you are just letting us translate, is that easy? So I must tell you, this is not easy. Just because I explain, it looks easy, it feels like easy, but if you translate it yourself, you will find that there are, I think there are 4 to 5 passages I have translated for you. If you translate without my help, you will feel a lot of pressure, you will feel a lot of problems there, not able to translate, not able to just understand the meaning of sometimes from such kind of the sentences, and sometimes you're not able to understand even the complex sentences translating. Is that clear? So you cannot say that the level of the passage is that easy. It is easy to moderate. They have mentioned 10th level passages, but if you see the previous year, so there are 1 or 2 passages available. As we all know that IB does not declare, does not just show their particularly question paper, they do not reveal it. So nobody exactly knows everything, every word, every passage. Okay, so what could have been done with the help of that? I'm trying my best, my team is trying their best. So what you need to do is to level of the passage is not going to be that hard that you will not be able to translate it. They're not going to give you the literary passage. It means there could be some vocabulary that I have already taught you, and still I'm trying to teach you. Almost 500 vocabularies are there. Just go, watch, learn, and then use in the passage. Nothing is that tough. Okay, you're not going to fail anymore. Nobody is. Second and third point was that level of the passage I have explained you. Not able to complete the passage, I have explained you. Which passage to start first, I have explained you. Now lack of resources, I understand this is the genuine concern. Most of the students are not able to get the passages on time, because you know that my team, they are working on almost 18 local languages, dialects, and that's not easy. No any platform is giving you this free of cost even. And they are, what one of my students, she messaged me on Telegram yesterday, and she told me that how what they are doing, they are taking the newspaper, just clicking the picture of it, translating and just translating that and sending to them. Just do it. No marking system, nothing else, nothing like that, no guidances and nothing, just wasting the time. So I understand this is genuine concern, that lack of resources. So many of the students, what my concern is, I literally want to work for everybody, but the problem is that we are not able, because we have 7 days, and if we work for one language at least one day, at even we will not be able to complete all 18 languages work we are working for. So kindly have patience. I want to say two things here. The first thing, that the students, the languages which they have lack of resources, you can have two things to be done. One, local newspaper. Local newspaper. You are going to learn your language, your local language into English, translate that. And English passages, whenever I give, translate into your local language. So you have a single problem, and that is about translating your local language. So for your local language, get the newspaper, local newspaper, translate into English. Okay? If you are not able to evaluate, send us. Otherwise, you can take help of even AI. Guide the AI, they will help you to do that. Okay? And second thing is that I was talking about, if any student, they have a doubt, like they translated, they have a doubt. The problem what I have seen is word meaning. Word meaning, and second is spelling. Many students, they are lacking in spellings and word meaning. I have checked this last mock of Hindi to English. I have seen many of the students are not able to write niskarsh. There is a word niskarsh. Niskarsh. Somebody is writing like this, somebody something else, somebody something else. Okay. So if you are not able to write that, try to read it, because many passages are in your local languages are there. Go, try to read and try to write them as it is. Okay, your marks will increase. And the last mock we attempted, I did personally strict checking for this, because most of the students were thinking, leave the passage, do as you can, do little and think more. So you will not score that much. You need to be very fast. You need to be faster while translation. While translating, you need to be faster. Did you understand that? So try to speed up your writing. Now, how will you? Take small passages, small paras. Okay. Try to read them first, understand, and then start writing. Subject, verb, agreement. So subject, verb, and object. These three things should be clear while translating. You'll be able to do that. Acha. Now, interview. Most of the students were asking, sir, please have a mock interview, etc., etc. Let me tell you one thing, that everybody knows. What do we know? What does everybody know? So you will say, sir, tier 1 is done, tier 2 is to be done, it is done, it is to be done, means pending. Tier 3 will be done after this. So all the students who clear tier 2 on the basis of their tier 1 mark or tier 1 marking, they will get to be selected for tier 3. And all those students who clear tier 2 and are selected for tier 3, definitely I'll work on interview for them, with them, as much as possible, as soon as possible, and all the possible ways even. Okay. So do not panic, do not worry about that. You will get time to prepare for interview. Okay. And that is not going to be that tough. But yes, tier 2 is also going to decide a lot of things. Is that clear? And no worries. Now, what you have to do every day, every week before, keep checking your mail. First of all, keep checking your email. Okay, keep checking your email. They will tell you, they will send you what? Exam date. Exam date. They will tell you exam date. almost 8 to 10 days before examination. Keep checking this, and after that they will issue your admit card before 2 to 3 days of the examination on IB official website, not your mail. They will share there. Log in and then download. This will be the process. Okay. Now, I was telling every day what you have to do: vocabulary, and paragraph and passage. Three things you have to do every single day. Vocabulary, read all the vocabularies or revise I have taught you, or from different topics. If you try to find, there are different topics out there, you will get that these topics are important, so try to find their vocabulary and read it. Try to write it without looking, without just having the page you have written on. Now, second is paragraph. This will speed up your writing. It means paragraph, small paragraphs. Set the means 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and try to means translate many paragraphs at a time. That will give you the speed. Okay. Third thing is passage. Now, if you are scoring 30 plus, it means you need not worry at all. 30 plus, it means you are safe. Okay, you are safe. So you have to translate one Hindi to English and English to Hindi in 50 minutes. That should be your target. Okay, I know that this is not that easy, but yes, you have to target this, so that 10 minutes edge, if you go in the examination, if you get kind of a passage which is little tough, so you will have a 10 minutes edge to just try to complete that. Okay, because practice makes a man perfect. That is for everybody, whether Hindi to English, I'm talking about English to Hindi, but that is also about other languages as well. Is that clear? So all three things are to be done, and from my channel, whatever the videos I make, okay, whatever the videos I make for you. So try to watch the full video. There are information, there are knowledge. So just go with that. And if you have any doubt, I'll try to clear that. Okay. So I rest my words here, and we'll go further for the next information. Till then, just take care, have fun. Don't have fun that much, but yes, take care of yourself and just believe in yourself. You can do that. And now I'll just make another particular passage for translation, and for the mock test, for next mock test, get ready for different languages. As I said that we will be working alternatively. Okay. So thank you, and Jai Hind.